the Samsung and the smart board. The smart board, as you know, with all the projectors, take about 60 seconds to turn on and off. So if you keep turning on and off all the time, it's going to cause a bit of an issue. There's no built-in kind of control over that to stop them doing it. Again, we drop back out, go into the VNC. One thing I was told that you do when you go into the VNC, when you actually stop the presentation, you can hit a button. Right. So this will get back onto this one. But that, if you go into here, hit that connection button, then you can choose that. So if you push that connection button, once you've dropped out of the content, then you're ready to kind of jump back into the zone that you're about to go into. And again, I mean, this has got all kinds of, I don't know if this, so again, it's just more of the same. Blah, 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 blah. They go through all that. And on here, I thought there was a... There you go. So you've got a rewind button. So if you tap the screen, then the rewind button pops up on the left, and the stop button. So if you hit the stop, it takes you back to here. Nathan's still uploading different bits of content for this as well. So again, all this kind of stuff will change, but the concept of how you control it is all the same. Yeah. So in here, we'll stop that presentation. I should have hit that button again. I didn't. But it's just, they're going to get the hang of doing that. It's not. Yeah. So we're in zone 1.
Once you learn the button sequences, it'll flow, won't it?
Yeah.
It's like learning a new phone.
Yeah, that's it. You got it in there. So now we've gone into here. So again, you've got a presentation lighting setting, and then once they've seen the presentation, they're going to talk about it, and the lights will come back up. Again, it's just another step that they're building to it so they can control that. And then we go from here into this part. Again, it's another lighting transition when they start talking about it, so all of these will be off. Yeah. You press start, again, all that turns off, these will turn on. You start this, it all comes up, and then they would, presentation lighting, into the VNC. So the other, we'll be talking about that, and then we'll do all their different bits of content. I don't know, this is all kind of new, I haven't seen this yet. But again, it's just like, I mean, it's just a web page that you're looking at, but it's just controlled from here. So again, they've done all that, they drop out of there, they go back into the Crestron. They're back into zone 2 where we are. We're going to start talking about it, so hit the discussion lighting, start talking about it, blah, 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 blah. In here, the advanced control on this one is quite, there's a ton of stuff that can be done within the video routing. So, because you've got the camera on the left, there's basically 2 HDMI inputs over here and another one over there which you're using for cameras. There are also 4 VGA inputs and 4 DVI-D inputs. The DVI-D inputs, just digital only, no analog in it. That's going to be taken out to DVD-I, so it's both analog and digital, so they can connect whatever they want up to it. Right. All of these inputs here come into a matrix switch, a digital media matrix switch here, which was the last minute add-on. We'll go back into that because you can manually route stuff from here. You can change the names, but all of these inputs come into here, come out of that into another matrix switch in the main rack over the back there. So we've done this bit, on to the next zone. And they start doing this part. There's a transition lighting. Again, got the X desk. There's the display at the back. Hit the start button. It turns the screen on the back. There's basically 2 outputs for the X desk, and they basically whatever you do on here is. I don't know. Have you guys seen this yet?
No.
Briefly. So, let's see. Case studies. Put it on and it brings that
How
up.
does
It's
it?
basically, well, it's infrared,
Right.
bit on the back. And then it's kind of got the whole multi-touch thing going on. Choose a video, play it, and then the video comes up in full screen there, and then they can do their bit here.
So the trick is not to lose any of these then, isn't it?
Don't tell anyone the spares. There aren't
They
any.
won't work on your iPhone.
Okay, so what happens if you just sling another one on there? Is it just override
Yeah,
everything?
so once you take it off, then put it on.
There you go, right.
More. Yeah.
It is, isn't it?
Very Matrix, isn't it? Not
Yeah.
Matrix, what was it?
So, yeah.
It's not actually a LCD, is it? It's a projector screen underneath.
Yeah, there's basically things
And they've put more fans holes in there for cooling, have they?
that have.
Oh, beauty.
So, it's just a PC, and there's all these are all the infrared receivers. So when you drop,
Oh, okay.
they've got some fixed up the fingers, but also the infrared labels on the back of the cards.
Awesome, sweet. And that,
So this
these
is all
computer bits everywhere.
X-Desk, is that the company that made it?
It's called the X-Desk, but it's made.
And I understand that's routed back to their office as well, so they can monitor that projector as well.
Yeah,
I understand,
it's
yeah.
Remotely, can they?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's set the time off at 10 o'clock at night and turn on at 7.
Right.
So, I guess again with that, they might kind of tweak it.
Is that the hard power into it, or the actual just the
shuts
projector?
the projector down.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, there's a UPS. I'm not too sure. So,
Okay.
It's, aren't they? It's black.
yeah. Every time you touch it.
Yeah.
So then again, the final one. Oh, so again, you've got the presentation lighting and discussion lighting. Again, you've got your mute and the volume, and then when you hit end, it turns all the lights off, except for these blue ones.
Mood lights.
Yeah.
And then they go back into the lounge and have a little chin wag, do they?
Yeah, so that's it. That ends this one. If you hit the initializer, it'll get the lights back on here anyway. But then that's the end of the iPad stuff. So then you'd come into next door,